emotionally. For example, if you bring joy to somebody, you're healing. It's a healing also. Actually, that's why the Bible says that a mirthful laughter is a medicine.
Yes.
So there is medicine that is there available.
Yes.
But we don't put it to use. We would rather go for sour herbs rather than smiling and laughing. And you get
and
the
that's
sickness
free medicine. Yes.
So that is exactly why I came up with that.
Wow,
Yes.
that's amazing. Fantastic. Now, you mentioned the word hurdle.
Yes.
And for many of us, especially as families, we have a hurdle, and that's the hurdle of budgeting. First and foremost, many families, many people fear that word, budgeting.
Yes.
But it's important to talk about budgeting, especially now, this week. Like I mentioned at the start, our children are going back to school next week, so we need to plan about how much we're going to pay for their school fees, what they need to go to school with, do they need new uniform, do they need new mathematical sets. We need to start planning for that.
Yes.
So it takes us to the discussion on budgeting.
Yes.
It's a word that many people fear. When people hear the word budgeting, they're like, again, those financial people are talking about, I'm tired, I don't budget, that's how I am.
Okay.
So as a family man, and as a man of many titles, what is budgeting, and what should we look at when it comes to budgeting as a family?
Thank you so much. First and foremost, I'm a married man.
Yes, please.
With one woman, with one wife who is a woman. I think that is what is basically important.
Yes.
And with the children. Now, first and foremost, we need also to know that a family, by definition, is a basic unit of organization. We are having a unit, and we are having an organization. Now, as long as you're having an organization, or as long as you're having a family, what will propel a family, or what stabilizes a family, or what makes a family strong are resources.
Yes, yes.
And wherever there are resources, there must be accountability. And there is no way you can be able to have accountability unless you get to budget. Now, budgeting per the term, many people may take it to the side of the academia. But me, I would simply define budgeting as having accountability for something.
Yes, yes.
You get it?
Yes.
For example, I was looking at a father. You know, the father being the family head.
Yes.
You get it? We must know that him being the family head, then he must be very, 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 very careful with the family resources.
Yeah.
Because he's the head.
Yes.
And, you know, as long as you're the head, that means all resources are within your mandate.
Yes.
That is the first caution that we need to look at. And in any case, if we are going for budgeting, then we need to know who must first and foremost be very
responsible,
very curious about it.
Yes.
Who should?
Yes.
Because that is important. Now, as you are talking about the week where children are going to go back to school, I think it is the fathers who are psychologically tortured. You get it? In case they did not know that all the family resources, they are right within their mandate.
Yes, yes, yes.
If they are there or if they are not there. You get it?
Yes.
And we also now look also at the mothers. And I think the mothers in a family may play as the accounting officers.
Oh, yes.
Though it may at times be very hard for them to know how. Because most especially the mothers may receive things in kind.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You get it? You know, we should now differentiate. For the man, as the family head, may have the ability to have cash.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
But the mother in the family may receive goods in kind.
Yes.
So that means the man may purchase. may do the purchasing. But all that he has purchased, he brings it. Now the problem would be for if the mother doesn't value the goods that are brought and doesn't see the money in them. That is now where the trouble would be. You get it?
Yes.
For example, let's take an example. If the father or the man, the husband in the home, went and bought a bar of soap. A bar of soap, let's say it is an equivalent of 5,000
yes.
Uganda shilling. And he comes back with also a kilo of sugar that may be 4,000.
Around 4,000.
Yes. And maybe he brings a bunch of matoke that is 30,000. And it comes with a kilogram of beef that is 15,000.
Yes.
So if you add 15,000 and 30,000, that is 45.
Yes.
Plus the 5,000 of soap.
The soap, that's 50.
That is 50,000.
Yes.
Then plus the 4,000 of
a kilo of sugar.
That is 54,000. Now, when this is brought to the kitchen, you get it? Now, to the man, he has played his role. He has gone out of the money that he had in the pocket. He has already reduced the amount. The family resource has been, he has deducted off the 54,000. The 54,000.
Yes.
And then the 54,000 has been brought home. Now, to the mother, to whom this has been brought, the mother also must sit down and write what she has received. You know, I think that is now accountability.
Yes.
Just like the man who has gone to the supermarket or the shop. Of course, when you say, you tell the shopkeeper, give me a bob soap, give me sugar, go to the butcher, get that. Of course, you are also cautious. A man also should not just go to the shop and he say, give me a bob soap, and he doesn't care. Without
knowing how much
he doesn't care whether they have given him what he has paid for. You know, we are looking now at budgeting and pushing more the side of accountability. You get it?
Yes.
Because, for example, if he has asked for a bar of 5,000 and the shopkeeper tricks him and he puts a smaller one, or he puts half a bar, and the man just pays the money, he doesn't care. No. For him,
that's accountability from the man as well.
Yes. Now, the man himself, that is, because this is family resource.
Yes.
You get it? The money that he has. Then that means if he has gone to the shop, he must also take care of what he pays for. And in any case, he doesn't have to be cheated also. Him as a husband. He doesn't just go to a shop that sells things very expensively. I don't mind. Just give me soap. Yes. And the other person, you understand?
Give me soap. I want soap.
Just give me soap. He doesn't know even the price, or he doesn't even take the concern to ask the shopkeeper. You don't just say, give me soap. Because now he's giving you soap of how much? You know, all this is now part of what the discipline, how it would entail. You get it?
Yes.
You're saying, give me sugar. Now sugar, there is a difference between mayuge sugar and kakila sugar, or lugazi sugar. Now to you, they will tell you, you don't ask what sugar is there. You just say, give me sugar. So that somebody measures mayuge sugar. Of course, the price is not the same as kakila sugar. So they will take advantage of you. You're losing the family resource. You get it? Because you do not specify. You say, no, I want kakira sugar. How much is it? I want mayuge sugar. How much is it? Or somebody would give you mayuge sugar and sell to you the same price as kakira sugar. And what is happening there? You're losing. You're wasting now.
Yes,
you're wasting
the resources.
So once it comes in there, we say, now the father has been very curious. Because even him is to buy. Then he should not just buy any bar of soap.
Any bar of soap.
He must buy a soap that he knows is of good quality. Is of quality. You get it? That once he takes it, it will take longer. Or else if he just said, he just buys any soap, then there is a problem with this man also.
Yes.
You get it? It's a big problem.
That's true.
He must go for what is viable, for something that is not wasteful. Because the reason as to why we should do the budgeting, first and foremost, is to avoid being wasteful.
Yes.
That is it.
Yes.
As long, whatever that you do to avoid wastage, that means you're budgeting.
Yes.
You're within the ethics of budgeting. You get
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Or avoiding extravagancy. That is budgeting. You budget to avoid extravagancy. Or getting our fortune. We budget in order for us not to get our fortunes squandered. You get it? Not all money should go.
Yes.
Because there is also that problem whereby it is the only money that you have in the pocket. You understand? If it is the only money that is left within your pocket, what do? If instead of taking a full bar of soap, you know, you must always remain with some money.
With some, yes.
So it is not a do or die.
Yes.
Because that is also another problem that we always have in life. You get it?
Like if I don't get kakira,
Yes.
I will not.
No. If, you know, they say, there is a saying, it's a common saying, it's a common proverb, which says that you cut your coat according to your piece of cloth.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
How many of us are that much liberal? Or how many of us are just constrained?
Because we keep spending and spending.
You get
and
it?
Spending.
And many people just are proud to say, I'm a big spender.
Yeah.
You're saying that today, but tomorrow you're going to pay for it.
And that's an important point, because I was reading somewhere that when it comes to finance management, whether it has to be about budgeting or saving or incomes or expenses, whatever it is, it's geared towards taking you to being in charge of your money, being in charge of your resources. Money should not control you. It's you who should control your money.
That's it.
To say that, okay, I want kakira, but how much do I have in my pocket?
That's it.
Let me pay according to how much I have in my pocket.
Yes.
I might not buy kakira, I'll buy another brand.
That's it.
Not saying, okay, I want kakira, the money is here, let me give out all the money.
I know, it shouldn't be like that. Because, you know, one of the qualities of money is that money is scarce. Scarcity is part of the principles or characteristics of good money. So money has always to be scarce. Never always, money is there. Money is there. You know, it can't be like that. Whether you're seeing it, it is not there. You get it?
Even if you're looking at it, just in our minds, you should say it's not there.
It has to be scarce. That is the principle. So we also say that the reason as to why we also get to budget is that we have not to have empty hands.
Yes.
There must always be something that remains.
Yes.
That is basic.
Yes. For instance, in case of emergencies, there's something important you mentioned about budgeting that I think we as parents, as fathers, as husbands, as wives, we should pay attention to. Whether the wife or the husband, because the wives can provide as well. If a husband brings home a kilo of meat, a bar of soap, and a kilo of sugar, and on that point of extravagance, when you look at it, let's say you're the one cooking, whether it's a husband or a wife, you're cooking. In our minds, and I like what you said it to me before you came on air. In my mind, I should have it in my head saying this is 54,000 worth of food.
Yes.
And because of that, I have to make sure that I am not extravagant with the way I prepare the food, or the way I use the sugar, or the way I use the bar of soap, because I know it will affect the resources that I have. Going back to extravagancy and making sure that there's always money. We shouldn't waste money.
True.
Avoid wastage.
That's true. And I was one time surprised. I read a story about Buffett. It's
Warren Buffett.
Yes. I think it's one of the top world richest men on earth.
Yes.
That one time he goes to a restaurant, and when he placed an order, he called for a sandwich, and then he had gone with the daughter. And the daughter asked for so many things on table to be brought. So the pressman come and ask Buffett and ask him, you're the richest, you're one of the world richest men on earth. How come you made that small order? And your daughter made such?
The big order.
And Buffett answered and he said, I'm a son of a peasant. The father,
Wow.
you get it? And he says, but she's the daughter to the world's wealthiest man on earth. So now you see the difference.
Yes.
According to Buffett, he knew who he was.
Yes.
And I think that's always what we forget. How many of us, when we get into positions, forget that we are sons of peasants? That is also very important. Buffett maintains that. He says he's a son of
A peasant.
He's a son of a peasant. Irrespective of what he is today, you get it? He knows where the problem was.
Yes, yes, yes.
The problem that was, he doesn't want to become a peasant.
A peasant.
That's
Again.
what has lifted him there. I think when we get to that, I think we are right into line with what we are discussing about.
Yes.
Accountability
Yes,
is
yes.
very, very,
It's key.
very important. You get it? And that's why you see that even in the Bible, it is very clear. Part of the cautions that we have in the book of Proverbs 13:22, it says that a wise father leaves a rich inheritance
Yes.
for his children.
For his children.
So
and
that
children's
means
children.
whatever that we have, there must be something that must be in reserve.
Yes, yes.
Not everything. So every time that we get money as a family, we must always think of where to invest it. Because there must be something that must be left behind. That is, it is only you have something that is left behind that you'll be counted to be wise.
Wise. That's true.
So that is it. It's not the papers, maybe what will hang on walls and we see this guy as a PhD, is a doctor.
The doctor.
As long as this doctor or PhD man,
Dr. Levy has money.
yes, but if he doesn't leave something for the children as an inheritance, they have got this from their father, that means that
He's
man
not
is not
wise.
counted to be wise.
That is true.
That is also
The
another
Bible
fact that
is
we
clear.
get to find out.
Yes.
You get it? So, we get to see that all this and another circle now where we need to go. Jesus had to give a parable, and that was a parable of the lost son. And in the story, he talks about two sons to a father. And he says that the young son comes to the father, and he says, Father, I want
Not my inheritance.
I want my inheritance. And the father doesn't deny him.
Yes.
Of course, if you're a father, maybe this is also opening up something that parents must always be ready to have something to give.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it's one of the dangers that I've seen with many of us parents that want to control our children. You get it? We want to patronage them. No, when your kids get to grow, then you must also respect their choices.
Yes.
Not in the wrong way, but in the right way. That they also become men or they also become women.
Yes.
Because that is what will make them also to assume the role that you're playing today.
Yes.
So, it so happens that the son, when the son gets the resources, he converted everything to cash. I think that is also something that we must also be cautious as a family.
Yes.
Not everything has to be liquid.
Yes.
Because cash means liquidity.
Yes.
And there are so many that may have to keep all their wealth into cash. When, for example, if you're a mother or you're a wife and the husband comes back with 6 million or 10 million and you say, let's keep that money under our bed. You get it? You're happy just seeing the money
Just
there
seeing money,
in liquidity. You are having trouble and you're heading for disaster. Because all that we must always see, whatever liquidity that we get, we must always convert it into assets.
Assets.
Don't
That's a very important
don't
point.
keep paper. Don't keep cash. You get it? Because it cannot grow itself.
Yes.
Whether you kept, let's say, if you got 1 million and you hid it under your bed and you kept it since 2000, even though when you get to remove it now, if it is not devalued, you get it. Or if it will be still the same amount that you put there. So it's of no value.
In terms of the principles of the economy, I am very aware of the fact that if you keep your money in a bank, let's say for instance, okay, whether it's in a bank or if it's liquid and it's cash, money depreciates over time. So that's why your point of turning that money into assets is very important. And as parents, as spouses, we need to keep that in mind and practice turning our money into assets. But time, talking about time, time is like Usain Bolt. It's always running ahead of us. So time has caught up with us. But in the next 1 minute, what would you like to leave with us as a parting shot?
I'd like first and foremost to encourage all the parents and families out there that they must always keep a sharp eye onto family TV. There is a lot that we can learn from within these programs. So let us be there always to watch, comment, and even visit. Because we don't pay money to come to the studio. So I think this is our, as a family, and actually all the family men out there, it's family TV. So as long as I have a family, it is my TV. So that is exactly what will happen. And it's also our delight to tell the parents that are out there that they should always invest in their children.
Absolutely.
Whatever that you put in your children, you're saving for yourself. That is an insurance for you.
Yes.
There are so many people that may go out to buy insurance policies, but what is most important is that whatever that you put in those youngsters, actually, we should always act in such a way that all parents must have children that will live better than them. That was the slogan of my father. My father always wanted me to be greater than him. And that was his dream. And I appreciate that. So if all parents get to borrow such an example, all those that are coming out of you must be greater than you.
Yes.
I think there's a lot that will defend for our children and will have a future together. And
that's a very godly word. A wise word to a wise man is enough. You've heard it right there from Mr. Levi Gordon. Thank you so much for coming to Family TV.
Thank you so much.
Like he said, this is Good Morning Family. This is your home. We are family, and we are here with you every Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Join us tomorrow as well. After this, after Good Morning Family, we are going to have Step Up, where as a family we are going to delve into crochet making. Have a blessed World Freedom Day.
Mirinda.
Grab yourself an ice-cold bottle of Mirinda Orange at any shop or supermarket near you. Mirinda Orange, the taste that makes you go OMG.
Water gives life. Water is life. But not all water is created equal. Refresh yourself with the new quality Nirvana packaged drinking water and fuel you and